What's going on, guys? Sparkling here and welcome back to our Red Bull Motorsport Manager F1 2022 Manager Mod save. Alright, so I hope you're all having a fantastic day. Welcome back to the channel. I am recording this one right after the Austrian Grand Prix, so morale is at an all-time high after that awesome result last time out. Now, I thought I'd pre-record this just because I had a busy day tomorrow and I don't want to miss another day of uploading. But if you're liking the series, make sure to leave a like, consider subscribing if you haven't already. Leave any thoughts, feedback, suggestions in the comment section below. Let's get into it. Alright, so as promised, we're going to build a gearbox to try and bridge the gap as we've fallen down to 4th. And while building the gearbox, I saw why we had such an issue with the gearbox, because the whole first tier of components do not include performance upgrades. So I do remember saying that earlier in the series, but I sort of forgot. So at least now we've got some sort of performance component on the gearbox when this finishes building, and then we move on to try and get up to that rear wing up to spec. We're going to take a bit of a risk at it with about 72%, but the other one's at 71%, and we haven't had any issues with that one, so hopefully it's all good. We also have the opportunity to pay $1 million to choose a vote, but I wasn't too fast. I don't think we'll do a second season, even though the longer I get into the save, the more I kind of want to do a second season, but we'll get to that bridge when we get to it, I suppose. Cross that bridge when we get to it, I should say. But yeah, that was the prep for the Ricard GP. Alright, so on to qualifying now. It's been an interesting weekend so far. We've been in a ding-dong battle with Hamilton. We're exchanging top spots in each session, but our first run here, very long lap here at Ricard in comparison to other ones at about 2 minutes. So it is also in a desert, so I mean, it's the French desert. But yeah, second and fourth are clear on pole and after the first runs, but then second runs Hamilton pulls a huge lap out and takes pole and is ahead of Verstappen by I think 6/10, so less than ideal. Hopefully we can get something out of the race. We'll see what happens. Alright, so race day at Paul Ricard. We probably don't even need to check the weather, seeing as it's in a desert. Yeah, no rain, but a lot of work to do here. Race stream light footage should come up massively, hopefully. We really need something today because we have just been, I mean, that we were pretty close all weekend, and then that third qualifying session there just completely knocks us out of contention at 6/10. But hopefully it's just a fluke lap from Hamilton. We're going to underfuel Perez's car by 3 laps today. We tried 2 last time out, so we'll try 3 today. He did have a lot of spare fuel throughout the race last time when we underfueled it by 2 laps, so 3 laps should be fine. We'll just take it slow. We don't want him to run out of fuel before the end of the race or anything, which I very much doubt he will because he's just that good at saving fuel. But here we go. 5 red lights and they're out. Verstappen gets a better start than Hamilton at first glance, and he had a better start than Leclerc as well. We got held up, the Alpine of Alonso with the gearbox up there, and then we slingshot up in front of Leclerc and then get drawn back into a battle, and we finally clear him, which is fantastic. Perez in 4th as well, so not a bad start at all of this race, and we are really looking like we're going to catch Hamilton here. We closed the gap massively already. Come on, Verstappen, we need a big performance here early on, especially on, oh, hang on, we don't want to overheat the tyres. That's the thing, it's in a desert, so they're going to be very warm. We're going to keep Hamilton, Verstappen, sorry, on overtake. Keep it going. He's actually gone fastest lap, which is fantastic. Trying to cool down those tyres, keep him from overheating. Just sort of let Hamilton get away. He's on the softer compound, but we're letting him get away a bit too much. We're going to switch it to neutral. Seems to be a lot slower. Yeah, tyres just keep overheating. We are in a desert, but everyone will be on the same sort of page, especially on those super softs. So I think he's going to have to chill out a little bit. We're going to chill out a little bit on Perez's fuel as well, and Verstappen. So why do I keep saying Hamilton for Verstappen? I've done it all series long, I feel. I don't know why. Probably because he's battling so closely with Hamilton. But the gap's actually not going up that much to Hamilton, which is really good because his tyres are dead now. So right now we're in 1st, which is of course our sponsor objective, because it's like 1.5 million if you get pole and then race win. So that was a cool 1.5 million from the Red Bull ring last time out, which was fantastic. I mean, it doesn't really matter. Money doesn't matter in this mod, especially when you're playing as Red Bull. But we move. Hopefully in the new F1 manager game that they have a real emphasis on money, because I feel like with the budget cap and stuff, the emphasis on money in Formula 1's never been greater. So Yeah, we're in first place at the moment, sort of coasting. We'll come back for the pit stops. Alright, so we've actually lost quite a few cars from this race. Ocon and Russell. Russell's a big one, because that will probably give us the lead of the constructors. Yeah, as things stand, we take the lead and we're not even winning. Oh no, we are winning the race, sorry. But Hamilton is closing that gap slightly. We're both going to have to pit again, so I have a good feeling that we can snag a win here. We'll go a bit further in to this race. Hopefully Hamilton pits. We have no choice because I don't like to no stop, as you guys know very well. Perez, again, he's 2 laps in the good already. It's been a bit more of a less heavy on the fuel. I've had to sort of keep him on, what's it called, medium for a lot of the race, but that's fine. I do feel like his starts are better. I don't know. And he's just general start of the race. I mean, he's just, oh, there we go. Hamilton's pitted, so we don't want to give him too much of an undercut opportunity because that's where it really hurt us last time out. He got a good undercut on us and shut the gap, so we've got to get in the pits very quickly. Mistake on the front jack. Not ideal. He's going to come out 7 seconds out of Hamilton, though. Perfect stuff. Not perfect, but okay stuff, we'll call it. It's not ideal to have a mistake on the front jack, but that's fine. We move. It's not going to hurt us too much, and Verstappen could go ahead and win a race where he was 6/10 down in qualifying. That being said, the gap to Hamilton is fluctuating quite a bit. We're going to see what happens. And it's going up. So Perez probably won't get second this time around, but it won't really matter, as we also have the fastest lap as well. And we could set another fastest lap here, as we've gone purple in Sector 2 and Sector 3. Hopefully this blue flag car doesn't ruin it for us. I think actually that was last lap, so that's fine. It does seem like it is ruining it for us, but he's boxing now, so he'll be well and truly out of the picture. We've overtaken Schumacher anyway there, so yeah, I mean, I honestly was expecting a really tough race today, but Verstappen's put in a good shift. To be honest with you, he's been very good. Did exactly what he needed to do. Because we've got light-footed now, we can be very, very strategically smart, which is very good. Perez just honestly cannot burn the excess fuel. Once it goes past 2 laps, you just cannot burn it. But yes, we sort of sped through it, but Verstappen picks up another victory. Hamilton will steal the fastest lap on the last lap of the race, because of course he does. This guy is the Terminator in this mod. He is so good. He always has been, but not good enough today. Verstappen gets the victory. So from the Red Bull Ring podium, we've switched Perez and Hamilton around, which is okay. The Mercedes did have the pace this weekend, but Verstappen's on the top step. That's what matters at the end of the day. We closed the gap from 75 points to, I believe, 69. Nice. That last fastest lap there hurts a bit. Hopefully we don't lose the championship by a point, because I feel like every time we lose the fastest lap, that's what happens. In fact, it's a 2-point switch, isn't it? Because we lose one and he gains one. So I don't know, we'll see how things play out for the run-in. So with that result, we've taken the lead of the constructors, closed the gap to Hamilton. Hopefully we can keep closing that gap. It's going down a bit slow for my liking, but a rainy race at the Hungaroring. Hopefully we have the new gearbox in the car. We are looking good, but that'll be all for this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to leave a like, consider subscribing if you haven't already. Leave any thoughts, feedback, suggestions in the comment section below, and I will see you next time out for what's going to be a rainy Hungaroring GP.